Welcome back to Top Coin. Did you know that a simple dime from the year 2000 could be worth thousands of dollars? Yes, that tiny coin in your pocket might just be a hidden gem in the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving deep into the history, value, and rare errors of the 2000 United States one-dime coin. Stay tuned till the end, because you might be sitting on a small fortune. Before we get into the specifics of the 2001 dime coin, let's take a quick journey through the fascinating history of the US dime. The dime, which is a 10-cent coin, has been a staple of American currency since 1796. Originally, dimes were made of nearly pure silver. Over the years, the design and composition have evolved to match economic and industrial changes. In 1946, the Roosevelt dime was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his efforts in fighting polio. This design has remained largely unchanged for over 75 years. But today, we focus on a very special version of the Roosevelt dime, the 2000 US dime. The 2000 US dime is composed of a copper-nickel blend, weighing 2.268 grams. The obverse side features the famous portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Below Roosevelt's chin, you'll find the initials JS, the designer's mark. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, the year 2000, and the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was struck. On the reverse, we see a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The words United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and one dime complete the reverse design. But what makes this coin potentially valuable? Let's find out. Rare errors and valuable varieties. Not all 2000 dimes are created equal. Some have errors that make them highly collectible and worth big money. Let's take a look at some of the most valuable varieties. Some 2000 dimes were mistakenly struck without their outer nickel layer, exposing the underlying copper core. These missing clad layer dimes have a distinctive reddish appearance and can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on their condition. If your dime looks misaligned or has part of the design missing due to an off-center strike, you might have a valuable piece. Depending on how off-center the strike is, such coins can be worth $50 to over $300. A doubling effect on the words liberty or E pluribus unum is a clear sign of a double die error. Some of these dimes have been sold for over $1,000 at auctions. No mint mark error, rare case. Some rare 2000 dimes might be missing the mint mark D, P, or S. These errors are extremely rare but can fetch high prices if authenticated. So, how much can your 2000 dime be worth? Let's break it down. Regular circulated dimes are worth just 10 cents. Uncirculated dimes, MS65, MS70 grade, can sell $4.10-$50. Error dimes, missing clad layer, off-center, or double die, range from $100 to $3,000, depending on rarity. Proof dimes from special mint sets with deep cameo finishes can be worth $50 to $500. In recent years, rare 2000 error dimes have sold for as high as $3,000 to $5,000 at auctions. If you think you have a valuable dime, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Now, here's how you can check if you have a rare 2000 US dime. Look for mint marks P, D, or S near Roosevelt's neck. Examine the coin under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Compare it with online references for error varieties. If you suspect an error, get it authenticated by a coin grading service. Who knew that a small dime could be worth big money? So, go check your coin jar, your pockets, and even your couch cushions. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more numismatic discoveries, and share this with fellow coin collectors. Until next time, happy hunting. What if I told you that a simple dime from 2002, yes, just 10 cents, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Hidden treasures are circulating in everyday pocket change, and today, we'll dive deep into the fascinating history, design, and potential fortune behind the 2002 United States dime. Stick around till the end to uncover how you can spot these valuable coins. Before we analyze the 2002 dime, let's take a moment to appreciate its rich historical background. The dime, or 10-cent coin, has been an integral part of U.S. currency since 1796. The name dime originates from the French word dime, meaning tenth, representing its value as 1/10 of a dollar. The dime has undergone multiple redesigns over the centuries, from the draped bust to the capped bust, followed by the seated Liberty and Barber dimes. However, the most iconic design in modern history is the Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his efforts in the fight against polio. Now, let's take a closer look at the 2002 dime. This coin continues the Roosevelt dime design, featuring a portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, created by sculptor John R. Sinek. The inscriptions include Liberty on the left and God We Trust below Roosevelt's chin. The year 2002 at the bottom, and a small P, D, or S mint mark indicating the U.S. Mint facility where it was produced. Philadelphia P, Denver D, or San Francisco S, dot on the reverse. We find a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. The inscriptions include United States of America, E pluribus unum, and one dime. But what makes the 2002 dime truly exciting? It's not just its design, it's the potential hidden gems in circulation. The 2002 dimes were minted in large numbers across 3 facilities. Philadelphia, P, approximately 1.9 billion minted. Denver, D, around 1.8 billion minted. San Francisco, S. 3 million proof coins struck for collectors. Now, while billions of these dimes exist, a few rare varieties and errors have dramatically increased their value. Here are some error coins you should look for. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin isn't properly aligned during striking, resulting in a noticeable blank space. Some off-center 2002 dimes have sold for over $100 to $500 depending on the severity of the error. Missing clad layer. A rare error where the outer nickel layer is absent, exposing the copper core. These can fetch anywhere from $300 to $1,000 if well preserved. Double die obverse, DDO. This happens when the coin's design is imprinted twice, creating a slight shadow effect. Such dimes can be valued at $200 or more, especially in uncirculated condition. Full bands, FB, on reverse. If the bands on the torch are fully defined without breaks, the dime can be categorized as a high-grade, full bands, FB. Specimen. Collectors pay premiums for these, sometimes reaching $50 to $200 in top condition. So, how much is your 2002 dime worth? Let's break it down. Circulated 2002 dimes are generally worth face value. $0.10. Uncirculated MS65 or higher grades can sell for $5 to $20. Error varieties and rare finds can range from $50 to $1,000 or more, depending on condition and rarity. Proof coins from San Francisco S mint mark, especially deep cameo versions, can be worth $10 to $50, but special varieties or errors may go higher. You may be wondering, where can you find these valuable 2002 dimes? Here are some places to check. Your pocket change. Always inspect dimes for mint errors and pristine conditions. Coin roll hunting. Visit your bank, request dime rolls, and search for uncirculated or rare pieces. Estate sales and flea markets. Sometimes, old coin collections hide treasures. Online marketplaces and auctions. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions often list rare 2002 dimes. And there you have it. The 2002 United States dime might seem ordinary, but hidden among them are rare treasures worth big money. So, start checking your change. You never know when you might stumble upon a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next coin hunting adventure. Comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin. We'd love to hear your stories, where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the 2005 US one dime coin, an ordinary-looking coin that might just be worth a fortune. We'll explore its history, key features, errors, and how much collectors are willing to pay for rare finds. So, stick around because you might have a small fortune hiding in your pocket. Before we dive into the value of the 2005 dime, let's take a quick trip back in time. The US dime, also known as the 10-cent coin, has a rich history dating back to 1796. Originally made of silver, the dime has undergone several transformations, including design changes and metal compositions. The most famous design is the Roosevelt dime, which has been in circulation since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The 2005 dime belongs to this series and features the iconic profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, designed by John R. Sinek. On the reverse, we see the torch, oak branch, and olive branch symbolizing liberty, strength, and peace. But did you know that some of these dimes from 2005 are worth much more than their face value? Let's find out why. Segment 2. Understanding the 2005 US dime. The 2005 US dime was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produce circulation coins, while the San Francisco mint struck proof dimes for collectors. These coins are made of a copper-nickel clad composition, weighing about 2.27 grams. Now, here's where things get interesting. Some of these dimes contain rare errors and varieties that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Let's take a look at some of the most sought-after ones. Segment 3. Rare errors and valuable varieties. If you have a 2005 dime, you'll want to check for these rare errors that could make it worth big money. Double die errors. Some 2005 dimes have noticeable doubling on the letters, numbers, or Roosevelt's profile. These double die errors can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $1,000, depending on their clarity and rarity. Off-center strikes. When a coin is struck off-center, it can be worth anywhere from $20 to several $100s, especially if the date is visible. Missing clad layer. Some dimes are missing the nickel-clad layer, exposing the copper core. These can sell for $100 or more, depending on the extent of the missing layer. Broad struck errors. These occur when a dime is struck without a collar, resulting in a stretched-out appearance. Depending on the condition, these errors can be worth $50 to several $100s. Proof dimes with cameo or deep cameo features. If you find a 2005 S proof dime with an exceptionally deep cameo contrast, collectors may pay premium prices for it, sometimes up to $100 or more. Segment 4. How much is a 2005 US dime worth today? Now, let's talk numbers. A standard 2005 dime in circulated condition is, of course, worth just 10 cents. But if you have an uncirculated or error variety, the value skyrockets. Here are some real-world prices collectors have paid for these rare dimes. A high-grade, uncirculated 2005 dime with a mint state, MS 67 or higher, can fetch $20 to $100. Dimes with double die errors have been sold for over $500 in auctions. Rare off-center strikes and missing clad layer dimes have been valued at over $1,000. Approved 2005 S dime with a perfect PR70 deep cameo grade has been auctioned for around $150 to $300. Segment 5. How to find and sell valuable dimes. So, how can you spot a valuable 2005 dime? Follow these steps. Check the mint mark. Look for the P, D, or S under the year. Use a magnifying glass. Examine the details closely for errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Weigh your coin. If your dime is missing the clad layer, it may be slightly lighter than the standard 2.27 grams. Compare with online listings. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and PCGS price guides can help you estimate its value. Get it graded. If you believe you have a rare variety, sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can maximize its market value. And there you have it. The 2005 US dime might just be worth more than you think. So, the next time you get change, take a closer look. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare dime in your collection. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2015 United States 1 dime coin. You may have one of these in your pocket right now and not even realize it could be worth big money. So stick around as we explore its history, design, minting details, errors, and most importantly, its current market value. The dime, as we know it today, has a rich history dating back to the late 18th century. The very first US dimes were minted in 1796 and featured the draped bust design. Over time, the designs evolved, from the seated Liberty to the Barber dime, the Mercury dime, and finally, the Roosevelt dime, which has been in circulation since 1946. The Roosevelt dime was introduced to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a significant role in founding the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, now known as the March of Dimes. The design was created by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. Fast forward to 2015, and the Roosevelt dime still carries the same fundamental design. On the obverse, you will find Roosevelt's left-facing profile, the word Liberty inscribed to the left, "In God We Trust" beneath his chin, in the year 2015 at the bottom. The designer's initials, JS for John Sinek, are also flipping to the reverse side. We see the torch of liberty in the center, flanked by an olive branch symbolizing peace and an oak branch representing strength and independence. The words United States of America curve along the top, and one dime is boldly struck at the bottom. The Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is also inscribed. Now, let's talk about where these dimes were minted. In 2015, Roosevelt dimes were struck at three major mints: the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark; the Denver Mint, marked with a D; and the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S for proof coins. If you have a dime from this year, check for the mint mark just above the date. But what really excites collectors and investors alike? Rare errors. That's where the big money comes in. Some of the most valuable errors found on 2015 Roosevelt dimes include *** off-center strikes. These errors occur when the planchet isn't properly aligned, leading to a partial design cutoff. Missing edge lettering. A rare occurrence that happens when the minting process skips a step. Double die errors. These create a fascinating visual effect, making certain letters or numbers appear doubled. Broad struck errors. When a dime is struck without the collar, resulting in a wider than usual coin. Now, let's get to the most exciting part. How much are these dimes worth? While most 2015 Roosevelt dimes are only worth face value, certain rare variations and high-grade specimens can fetch serious cash. Regular circulated dimes, worth about 10 cents to $0.50. Mint state, MS65, MS67, typically valued between $5 and $25. High grade, MS68, MS70, can sell for $100 to $500, depending on the demand. Rare error dimes. These can range from $50 to over $1,000, especially for off-center strikes or double die variants. In recent years, some error dimes from 2015 have sold at auctions for impressive amounts. If you think you have a rare variety, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can significantly increase the coin's value and authenticity. So, the next time you receive a dime as change, don't just toss it in your piggy bank. Take a closer look. You might be holding on to a valuable treasure without even knowing it. Check for those mint marks, search for errors, and keep an eye out for high-grade examples that could be worth big money. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting numismatic discoveries. Also, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare coins and valuable currency. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting, where we uncover the hidden treasures in the world of coins. If you're a coin collector, a numismatics enthusiast, or simply someone curious about the change in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most common yet intriguing coins in circulation, the 2016 United States 1 dime. But don't let its small size fool you. Some of these coins are worth big money. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the incredible history, design, and potential value of the 2016 US dime. Before we talk about the 2016 dime, let's take a quick journey through history to understand the origins of the US dime. The dime, as a denomination, was first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792. It was initially known as a dime, which was based on the French word for tenth. Over the centuries, the US dime has undergone multiple design changes, from the draped bust, 1796 to 1807, to the capped bust, 1809 to 1837, then the seated liberty, 1837 to 1891, the barber dime, 1892 to 1916, and the mercury dime, 1916 to 1945. Finally, in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was introduced, honoring the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Now, let's zoom in on the 2016 dime. This coin features the classic Roosevelt dime design, which has been in place since 1946. Here's what makes it special. Obverse front. The obverse showcases a left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Above Roosevelt's head, you'll see the word Liberty, while In God We Trust is positioned to the left. Below his neck is the year 2016, and the mint mark P, D, or S, depending on where the coin was minted. Reverse. Back. The reverse of the coin features a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left for peace and an oak branch on the right for strength. The words United States of America are inscribed around the top, while 1 dime is at the bottom. The famous motto, E pluribus unum, appears just above the torch. Philadelphia Mint, p. 1,526,500,000 coins minted. Denver Mint, d. 1,354,500,000 coins minted. San Francisco Mint, s. Special proof coins. Issued in sets. Now, let's talk about the real treasure, error coins. These minting mistakes make certain 2016 dimes extremely valuable. Here are some key errors to look out for. Off-center strikes. If you find a 2016 dime that is misaligned, with part of the design missing, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $500, depending on how off-center it is. Missing clad layer. Some dimes are missing their outer nickel layer, revealing a copper core. These can sell for $100 or more. Double die errors. These occur when the coin is struck twice, creating a doubled appearance in letters or numbers. A well-defined 2016 double die dime can fetch $200 or more. Die breaks or cuts. If you notice raised blobs or cracks in the design, that's a die break. Some extreme die breaks can bring in upwards of $150. Mint condition, MS 65 or higher, coins that are uncirculated, with no scratches or damage, can be worth significantly more. A high-grade 2016 dime can sell for $20 to $100 depending on the demand. Proof coins, San Francisco Mint, S. Mint mark. These special collector's coins, if in pristine condition, can be worth $50 to $300. Error coins. As we mentioned earlier, certain mint errors can turn an ordinary dime into a small fortune. Silver composition, special strikes. While regular 2016 dimes are made of copper nickel clad, some special edition proof dimes were struck in 90% silver. These are highly collectible and can be worth $10 to $50 or more. And there you have it, the incredible story behind the 2016 US dime. It may be small, but its history, design, and potential value make it a fascinating coin to collect. So next time you get a dime in your change, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to a valuable treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin hunting tips. And if you have any rare or interesting coins, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Today, we are diving deep into a small yet mighty coin, the 2019 United States 1 dime. Don't let its size fool you, because this coin has a fascinating history, an intriguing value, and could be worth big money if you find the right one in circulation. Stay tuned as we explore its origins, rare varieties, and collector's worth. The US dime, also known as the 10-cent coin, has been in circulation for over 2 centuries, evolving over time in design, composition, and value. The modern dime that we use today has a rich history dating back to the Coinage Act of 1792, which authorized the production of various denominations, including the dime. Fast forward to 2019, and we have a continuation of the famous Roosevelt dime, a design that has been in place since 1946. But is the 2019 dime just another common coin? Or does it have hidden gems worth a fortune? Let's find out. Before we get into the 2019 dime, let's talk about why Franklin D. Roosevelt is on this coin. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, just 1 year after the passing of the 32nd President of the United States. FDR played a crucial role in establishing the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio, which makes his appearance on this coin particularly significant. The dime was designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time, and has remained largely unchanged for over 75 years. The 2019 Roosevelt dime features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, designed by John R. Sinek. Around the portrait, you'll see the inscriptions "Liberty" and "God We Trust" in the year 2019. Just below Roosevelt's neck, you might notice the JS initials, a tribute to the original designer. The reverse side of the coin showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 dime are also present. The standard composition of the 2019 dime is a clad mix of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, but there are special varieties we need to talk about. The 2019 dime was struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities, each distinguished by its mint mark. If you look carefully, you'll find a small letter on the obverse of the coin, near the date. P for Philadelphia, 4 Denvers for San Francisco, proof coins only. The Philadelphia and Denver dimes were made for everyday circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced high-quality proof dimes specifically for collectors. But here's the exciting part. There are rare error coins and special strike dimes that can fetch you a lot of money. When it comes to modern coins, error dimes are what collectors look for. Some of the most valuable errors on the 2019 dime include double die errors. These occur when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, leading to noticeable doubling on letters and numbers. Off-center strikes. When the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, you get an off-center strike, making it highly collectible. Missing mint mark. Some proof dimes from the San Francisco Mint have mistakenly been released without the S mint mark, making them extremely valuable. Die cracks and cuts. These occur when the minting dies are damaged, causing raised lines or blobs on the coin. If you happen to find any of these errors on your 2019 dime, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk numbers. The standard 2019 dime in circulated condition is worth its face value, 10 cents. However, uncirculated coins, proof coins, and error coins have much higher values. Standard circulated dime, 10 cents. $0.15 uncirculated, MS65, MS67 $1, $5 proof coins, PR69, PR75, $15 error dimes, double die. Off-center, no mint mark, etc. $50, $1,000 plus. If you're lucky enough to find a high-grade 2019 dime or a rare error, it could be worth serious money to collectors. So where can you find valuable dimes? Keep an eye out when handling loose change, checking coin rolls from banks, and even searching through old collections. If you believe you have a valuable dime, store it properly in a coin holder or capsule to prevent damage, and consider getting it graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. The 2019 U.S. 1 dime may be small, but its history, design, and potential value make it a coin worth paying attention to. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, always check your pocket change. You never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin-related content. Let me know in the comments if you have any rare dimes in your collection. Until next time, happy collecting.